Welcome back to the Flour Gold Wizard channel. It's full-blown winter. I'm getting a pretty late start this morning. Geez, it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, but I wanted to let it warm up a little bit before I took off. So we're going to a spot I've been to before, and I've been only prospecting. I brought some equipment down there one time, but the water was so darn high it changed all the gravel bars and everything. Nothing was the same. So I think now with everything being froze, I'm going to go down there and see if I can find some high gravel bars, etc. Because I did find gold down there, and I guarantee you there's still gold down there. Let me spin the camera around and I'll show you exactly what temperatures we're dealing with here. Here's what we got. A whopping 9 degrees. That should be plenty warm. Hey, buddy. Hey, Rick. Yeah, he's excited. All right. Back in a bit. P.S. Look who was hiding in my duffel bag in the back seat. It's Moose. He hardly ever comes along. You little sneaky son of a gun. He must have seen this big bag of jerky I brought along. Back in a bit. Well, me and the boys made it down to the river we're going to prospect. And I'm not going to get a shovel out or nothing here, because the water is just running a little bit too fast. But there's a really nice looking area here I wanted to stop the truck and film at. I'm walking on a big old bedrock mountain, if you will. It's kind of a rough trail, but it's really worth the look. Us, dogs are up there, and that's all straight up there, and that's all big sheer bedrock sides. But look at this nice view here. Water's coming down, nice little waterfall right there, right in between all this bedrock canyon. And you'll never get any material out of anywhere out of this here no more. It's just absolutely froze solid. And it goes down and down and down. Ooh, I gotta be careful where I'm filming and walking here. You see what I'm walking on here? That is right there. That's straight up and down darn near. So let me take you down for a look here. That's a deep, deep ravine going down, down, down. And it's building up with ice pretty thick now. And it's just beautiful, isn't it? So we're gonna go down the river that way. I don't know, probably 3 miles or so when the water calms down a little bit. And I can get my feet in the water. This isn't gonna happen. All right, back in a bit. All right, hard to believe that this is the same body of water than that raging river and waterfall and all that not far from here, but it is. In this particular spot, it widens out quite a bit. It widens out, and it's not as deep. There's a couple channels, especially on these outside bends here, that it might be 3-4 feet deep, but it's nowhere near as wide, so the water's not moving quite as quickly through it, and the drop in elevation isn't, it's darn near flat here. There's a little bit of a rapids up that way there a little bit, but not much. I don't even think it's 6 inches, just a little bit gurgling noise, so it's hard to tell from this here. I'm up on a little bit of a hill just so I can get a good video. So this is a big inside bend right here. That's the inside bend. River goes off that way, and then right there is the big inside bend, and then it goes back that way. And so right in here, there's some nice gravels built up. You can kind of see that right there. There's a nice little bar. And up the stream a ways, I've done pretty good on those little bars like that on the inside bend. However, I was just up there And there's some giant, just huge pine trees down right over the top of it, and it's all froze solid. It's got the water blocked up there, so there was no work in that. So I'm gonna go and here, look how close to my truck I am. Right there. That's a rarity. So I'm gonna grab my equipment, probably just a pan and a shovel, and start working that area right there. Back in a bit. All right. Got my brand spanking new waders on. These babies are gonna work real good, I think. All we gotta do is make our way out there. Let's do this. Piece of cake. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That is gonna float away. Yeah, get out of here, big iceberg. Off she goes. Out of my way. Yeah, looks like it's about, I don't know, knee high, I guess. Knee deep. Up to my knees. But there's hardly any current. And as I walk this way, you can see that right up in there. Well, this is all froze too here. That's too. Right through that. There we go. Oh, this is easy. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I saw some guys from down south there. Oh, they had some cold weather down there too, I guess, huh? Wanna get out of there. There. All right, we're in business. I'm gonna get out of this one. Get out of the way. That one there knocked me right over. And off it goes. That's what I'm looking for right here. Nice gravel's built up right here. Let's take a little look. Yep, I think we're gonna do quite well there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably start about right here, about knee high to this creek right here. See all that right there? That's where the first part froze first. And then it got a little bit of snow on there and it retained it. So I'm right in that line right here. See that? Right there. I just did this myself. But I'm right on that line where it all froze first. That was the major low pressure zone here. So I'm gonna try right on this line, and then I'm gonna work my way that way, looking for black sand. I'll probably move down here a little bit or just break some more ice or whatever. And then once I locate the most black sand and align this way, then I'll start working this way. So I got my shovel, I got my other equipment over there. Let's get to work. Back in a bit. All right, and we did. We started digging right on this line right here, and got my first hole right there. And judging by the amount of black sand we get, we'll keep working our way that way. And here's our first good sized pan right here. Jeez, I'm getting hit by icebergs underneath coming underneath there. Look at that one. They're hitting me in the knees. Jeez. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at that. All the ice is freezing up on there already. I'm gonna go ahead and pan this sucker out right here. Ooh wee. That's cold. Let me get it over here so I'm not putting it right back in my hole here. And I'm noticing some quartz rocks in there and other stuff. I don't see anything in particularly interesting. Maybe that one right there. Here, I tell you what, let me get that in the water a little bit and put it up on my shelf. Yeah, let's see, nothing very interesting at all, I guess. So let me keep panning that back. It's starting to freeze in my pan already. And like I said, right now ultimately we're looking for gold. There we go, and I see something cool right there. You see that? That one right there? Yeah, that one's got a lot of mineralization on it. And I spotted a mile off. Look at that one there. That's another good sign right there that we're in some mineralized material. Cool. Very cool. Ooh, my nose is running. I can't lick that fast. All right. That's good enough. Let me get that one bigger piece out of there. And we'll roll that back and see what we got for black sand. Well, there is some. I wouldn't say there's gobs of it, but there's definitely some black sand in there. And I'll take another sample out of that exact same hole down just a touch deeper. And then I'll move towards the shore just a little bit. Yeah, I'm just taking a little brief hiatus here. There's all my stuff down there. I just wanted to show you how dedicated the Wizard team is to mining. Let's just take a little look how dedicated they are. Yep. A little too cold for them, I guess. That's really something. Really something. All right, let's do a little update. I think I found a streak. Well, as we discussed before, I started way out here in the straight line from where I know that's where the first ice started to form. That's why there's still snow on it. So I started right here in the creek digging. Now, I wasn't finding the amount of black sand I wanted, so I kept moving up, and it's tough to see it like here, but there's a little trench right here I dug all the way up to about here's where I stopped. You can see where it changes over into nothing but light wash sand there. And that's where I stopped digging, because I really stopped finding black sand in there. And I didn't find the black sand I was looking for in any of this, digging down maybe, I don't know, up to a foot. So I decided to come back out to where I started again, right here, and I decided to go a little bit deeper. The second pan I took out of there is when I hit it. That's when I hit it, right in that line. The amount of black sand, oh, look at the ice is already, it's been 20 seconds and the ice is already building up on here. The amount of black sand in there doubled in that one shovel right there. And this is my first gold right here. Okay, let's see, I don't even know if you can see it through the ice here. And, you know, it's really super small. I don't even know if I can see it anymore. Where the heck is that stuff? Right there. Well, yeah, you can see two little minuscule little tiny specks in there. But I didn't even get this all. There isn't actually another one I see, but it's really starting to ice up out here. My whole pan on the outside is solid ice. So I do believe I found the streak, and maybe a little bit deeper up in that way I might do the same, but I think it's gonna be right in line right here with the edge of the high pressure water and the low pressure water, right on this line right here. That's a great thing about first ice, is fishing and finding low pressure zones. So I'm gonna just suck up all that black sand with my snuffer and do a few more pans out of here and get this stuff home, because my hands are starting to get a little bit cold too. Those dogs aren't so dumb after all, I guess. Well, I think it's time to wrap her up. The handle on my shovel is getting so iced up, it's getting hard to hang on to. These babies here, they're getting a little chilly too. My pan, well, it's solid ice. Oh, that there, it's nice. That's getting hard to hang on to. My pants, solid ice. Look at that. So we're gonna get the heck out of here. I got a good amount of black sand in my snuffer bottle. You know, once I found it, then it was easy going. You know, every every shovel you're getting a decent amount of black sand. So that was definitely, that line right there was definitely the one to go with. And I didn't try deeper in the creek at all. Once you get a certain depth, well, then you got to get your hands underneath the water to manipulate that shovel, and I'm not doing that right now. I think before I leave, I might take just a quick walk down creek a little ways. That way I haven't been down there yet. I think I can bust a little bit more of this ice up, or maybe hop up on the shore and give that a little peek down there, because I know there's a big gravel pit right up there, and this chews through the back side of it. That might also be a good spot to work, where it worked down a lot of that glacial material down there. So let me shut this camera off, grab my tools, get them up to the truck, and I'll see if the boys are awake yet. Back in a bit. All right, we did take a little walk down the creek here, and it's a good thing we did for a couple of reasons. A, I found some garbage. I don't know who drinks that anyway. There's no booze in there. I'll get that out of here. But look what I found. You know what I'm standing on right here? That, my friends, is bedrock. That is a huge score. Huge score around here. And it goes right up into the woods, and it comes down here and flattens right out and goes down off into the creek. I can see that bedrock all the way out to over in there for sure. Now, whether it goes all the way across, I don't know, because it flattens out over there pretty darn hard. But this is a score and a half right here. Let me see if I can get out here a little ways here. Oh my goodness, look at all the rocks on top of here. Yep, this is definitely bedrock. And there's some material down in there to be worked in between the rocks on top of this stuff here. And like right here, there's a little, that's a bedrock crevice right there. Look at these crevices down in there. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't come down here sooner when it was warmer. Oh, darn it. Next time I get down here, it's going to be spring, and the water is going to be way up to where that can is down here. So, but I'll put this one on the old radar. Yep, that's bedrock over in there too. What a score. So this is on a big inside bend here too. As you can see, the creek's coming down and around. Here's an inside bend, all bedrock, and then it goes sharp that way. So I'm going to go ahead and go up that way and see if there's anything else cool. Back in a bit. You talk about out of place. I'm looking for good spots, and I did find a couple more. Like this one right here. There's a little chunk of bedrock coming right off the shore here. There's another one down that way a little bit. This down here is starting to look like something pretty darn good. And that's probably about as far as I'm going to head for today. But I did happen to notice this. Look at that batch of berries there hanging off of this one little tree. I mean, just as bright as could be. Somebody trying to trick me here. I'm not going out there to get them. I mean, that's out of place. I don't know what the heck them are. Back in a bit. All right, we're back at the shop. I've got all that black sand I accumulated in my pan here. We'll take a little look, see what we got. Get her in the light here a little bit. There we go. I think we probably did okay. Yeah, look at there. There's a little bit of gold in there, I guess. Doesn't that look nice? Oh my goodness. Well, this may not be the gold I got from that creek right there, but I did pan it out before I was tricking you here. And there's about 8 or 10 little tiny pieces in there. And when I got home yesterday, the mail showed up. I bought a whole bunch of gold from Tom's Gold Dirt. Look at that. All them packages there. Got my silver coin I won. Isn't that nice? That's all going you know where. But I like to pan gold, so I'm going to pan it out before I throw it in that darn can. That can. So, that was a 0.15 gram bag, and they always weigh a little bit more, but I'm going to write down on this here log I've been keeping 0.15. Let me grab my pen. 0.15 from me. Grams. There's the list of stuff that's in the can. Oop, I forgot to put Cheryl's stuff on there. Cheryl. 1 magnet. So we are doing quite well. I started this on 9/29/19 with 1,545 subs. So we are gaining ground and gaining ground fast. By the time we hit our number, that can is gonna be huge. Huge. So that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of Flour Gold Wizards. As you can see, winter prospecting is possible. I will not be stuck in this shop or in the house all winter. We went out and prospected all last winter, and we're going to do it again. Might get a little bit interesting, but it's all in the fun. As you can see, that can has taken on a life of its own. I've got people sending me stuff all the time. They want me to throw it in that can. It's going to really start building a head of steam here, I think. And I think we're going to hit that number a little sooner than later. Well, you want to get in on the action, throw a little something in the can, shoot me an email and send me something in the comments, and I'll get you my email, and we'll get together. And if not, just enjoy the fun, and maybe you'll win that darn can. You might need a dolly to come and get it. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe, please, and do leave a comment. Love those comments. Flour Gold Wizards, out.